Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go now. 6 yards.
I'm going to come back to you.
Check.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
From the 44, Brissett. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. 56 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Load it. Wait, 89. Give me that ball, defense. Slam.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Red Delta.
Check.
58, right over there.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers going deep for Benjamin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
7, Chargers nothing.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Hey, 79! 79! Load it! Load it! Hey, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Rivers, and this is complete. It's Allen. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. To the ending. 52. Okay. Match ball.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
A gain of 27.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that!
Watch the end.
Here's Brissett. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 now.
To throw, Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Gordon on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That's it, baby.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. Don't be scared.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Still 180. Hey, bro, 80.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
White.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Mack. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards on the ground. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running on first down with Ware. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Take 4, take 4.
Caught left side by Funchess. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He may try and run, and the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers, throw to the right here to Gordon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know you're trying to have a scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Rivers. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Check 43.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
On second and 9, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Cluster. You don't want run 80. Check. Hey, Charlie.
Rivers now. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
Red, black 11.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On the ground, it's Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. To throw is Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack on first down, Brissett in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 49 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. 57.
No game on this defense. No game.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Rush in.
Here's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Let's go now. 6-1. Nice go. Come on. Slam.
Brissett to throw on first. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ready?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brissett throwing the out route and complete. That's Mack. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Brissett now. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
From the gun, here's Brissett. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Fighting him off, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta! Wait, 89!
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Third down and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's 4th down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 75 yards as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on.
21.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
That's complete. It's Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Alpha! White! Not hot! Red!
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. They run it here with Gordon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Colts, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.